Hi friends, it's Miss Heaston. Guess what we're gonna read today? We're gonna read, look at that pretty fish. It's called The Rainbow Fish. So this is a really fun story that I loved to read when I was little. It has really pretty pictures of the fish, and then it has this good story about how this rainbow fish made friends. Okay, so this is the title of our story. The Rainbow Fish is the title of our story, and it's written by Marcus Pfister. So if Marcus Pfister wrote the story, who is he? He's the author. Remember, the author writes the story. So this is the, see if you remember, front cover, spine, back cover. And don't forget, the back cover shows you pictures or maybe even tells you a little bit about what the story is about. So let's find out what happens to this rainbow fish. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish, not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. So you see it? Sparkles. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the rainbow fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the rainbow fish. "Get away from me." That's not very nice. Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset, he told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the rainbow fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish, "but if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." So why do you think no one wants anything to do with it? The rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly 2 eyes caught him in the glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." So he has to give a sparkling, shimmering scale to the other fish. You think he'll do it? "I can't," the rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales? My beautiful, shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" So he thinks his happiness comes from his shiny scales. Do you think his happiness comes from there? Suddenly he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow Fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The rainbow fish wavered. "Only one very, very small, shimmery scale," he thought. "Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one." Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much, the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with this new scale glittering in the water. What do you think that feeling was that he felt? The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right. The more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. So did you hear that? The more he gave away, the happier he felt. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. How many scales does he have now? Only one left. So at the beginning, he was beautiful, but he was lonely. And then after he gave some of his scales away to his friends, he became happier and happier and happier. So that's how he made all his friends. Was he lonely at the end? No, he was happy and he had lots of friends. So I hope you liked this story. It's one of my favorites. Bye, friends.